Have you ever watched a show where when you first get into it, you're like, whoa, bro, this is absolutely cool. I like it. I like the vibes they're going for. I find the world intriguing. And then it's just not the best. Well, that is kind of the reaction I have had to the show 7 Deadly Sins. Yes, I know I'm talking about more weeb shit, but I mean, I've seen enough, all the good movies that I can think to see, except for probably John Wick 4, which I will get around to, maybe Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But most of these TV shows now are just, I've seen that routine, you know, I'm kind of burnt out on it, so I was like, I haven't seen all this anime garbage, this weeb shit. I haven't watched all of it, so I understand everything. No matter what type of genre you watch, you're going to find eventually that you're going to get sick of that formula because everything is formulaic. That's just how the world works. Original thoughts haven't been around for a very long time. And if you think that you could disagree with that, you can't. There's no way to disagree with it. It's originality is a smoke screen for... You can take an idea that's already there, add some things to it, and make it more original, but not completely original. And that's kind of what anime is. Usually you got your ragtag group of weirdos, they do their thing, and a show is made. And that is, I know that's not all anime, but that's like the shonen ones, the good ones, the ones that actually have people getting punched in the face, which if you're watching the other ones, cool, good on you, I don't care what you watch, but this is what I watch. Well, anyways, I watched this 7 Deadly Sins show because I was like, I didn't have anything to watch. I was kind of bored. I just finished something. I don't know what I finished, but I was like, I kind of want to watch something else. So I watched this show. I watched a YouTube video. It said this one's pretty good. I was like, why not? I got a buddy who really likes it. And there are parts of this show that could be amazing. This show could have been something great. Now, the ending of it, I think, was incredibly rushed, and stuff's just like, it's like, here's this thing, and then here's this thing, and then I'm just pulling ammo across the street. They pile all this shit up together. They put it on, just slap it there, and you're like, okay, and then the show's over. They're like, people had kids. And spoilers. I probably should have said spoilers, but if you're watching something like this, if you're watching any of my videos and you're expecting to not see some slip of a spoiler, and if you're that weak that you're like, oh my god, a spoiler ruined everything for me, shut the fuck up. If you want to watch it, go watch it. Don't watch YouTube videos about it, well, watch it. Anyways, so there's a few things that, like, the ending, I felt like the whole last season was just slapping stuff against the wall, trying to make it work, and it just steamrolled past it, and I was just like, okay. We're just doing this now. And there's some character things that really bothered me, that sit uncomfortable with me. And it's not just like 7 Deadly Sins. A lot of anime does this. But this was probably one of the most egregious ones. Now there's this character named Bon. He is a immortal dude, and he became immortal because he fell in love with a fairy that looks like a child. That's it. She looks like a child. This dude looks like he's fucking 40. And he's like, hey, little baby. And oh god. Every time he's talking about his love for this character, it makes me uncomfortable. And I know what some of you loser weebs are going to say about this shit. Well, she's like 4,008,500 years old. If she looks like a kid, you're a creep. And I wanted to get past it because I wanted to know where the story was going, but every single time there was a scene with Bon and whatever this stupid fairy's name is in this show, I felt like a goddamn degenerate watching it. And that is why this show is mid. It could have had great things going for it. But that right there is enough for me to say, this is a degen-ass show. Like, I don't want to be that guy that's like, hey, you don't do this. But when it comes to things that look like kids, and it's not like they're all in high school or some shit, where it's like, oh, okay, they're all in high school, whatever. I'm going to watch the show. I'm not looking to be attracted to them because they're all in fucking high school and watching it as, like, a slight, or not slight, what is that called? Like a coming of age type shit. Like I'm watching this one right now after that because I needed to fucking wash the stank out of my fucking eyes. It's called like Yo-Yo Hashanasha or something like that. I don't know, Yokohosky or something. I don't know. It's like an old show that the writer of like Hunter x Hunter made this show, which this show, Yo-Yo whatever, beats the hell out of Hunter x Hunter. Like, this show is 4,000 times better than Hunter x Hunter. The dude can't even finish Hunter x Hunter, but he finished this show, I guess, and this one is woo! But I'm watching this, and I'm like, they're all in high school and stuff, and it's like cutesy love, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he looked my direction, and that's like normal, that type of age range. Are they in middle school? I don't know. But it's like normal middle school type stuff. It's not a middle school looking ass person in love with a 20-something, 30-something person, and then them having a kid. That's creepy. I feel like I'm just grimy for even watching this. I've watched this. And it sucks because, like, the characters were interesting enough. I mean, some of them I didn't like the Gother person in Seven Deadly Sins. I wasn't the biggest fan, and the whole thing kind of bogged down when Gother was like, I don't have a heart. And so, like, overall, Seven Deadly Sins was just... Is it worth watching? I don't know. Like, Hunter x Hunter, I can look at you. I can look at you and say, it is worth watching. Even though the show is mid as hell. It is not the greatest, but it's worth watching. It's got some cool stuff going with it. It has a great art style. It has some interesting characters. But I watched Seven Deadly Sins, and the whole time I'm thinking, like, would I suggest this to people? And now that I finished it, no. No, I wouldn't. It's not great. And that sucks, you know? I hate when I watch a show and it's not good. That's something that a lot of people, you see a lot of people rooting for stuff to be bad or like hating on stuff to hate on it. I never go into anything wanting it to be bad. That's a waste of my time. That's essentially, I have to admit to myself that I wasted my own time. And usually I can find some good stuff in it. Like, even this show, the action wasn't bad. I mean, it's not on par with some of the really good stuff out there that was created around the same time. Hell, it's not even good compared to, like, some of the old stuff. It's okay action. It has some decent character development. They got really sloppy and really boring about halfway through the show. So it's just one of those things that the best way to describe it is mid. And, I don't feel like I wasted my time, but I did feel uncomfortable at parts. So that's my review of it. I felt like I needed to put a review on it just so more people could know, because some of these anime dudes will just straight up not tell you about the creepy stuff. And there's some creepy ass stuff in this show. Not like creepy, monsters, wooga booga, scary. Like, that looks like a child. No. Bad show. But that's all I got for you guys today. I thank you for watching, as always. Subscribe to my channel, you idiots. And like, dislike, comment. Catch you later.